You ever look up at the night sky and just feel small, insignificant? Like the universe just keeps going about its business, totally indifferent to our little human dramas? The Stoics, they were onto something. They knew that the universe doesn't really care about our plans, and they figured out a way to be okay with that. See, we humans, we're emotional creatures. We get riled up, stressed out, anxious about the future, hung up on the past. But what if there was a way to harness that emotional energy, to train your mind to be resilient, to face challenges head on, to find opportunity in the face of adversity? What if you could train your mind to turn obstacles into fuel, embrace hardship without breaking, and stay calm when everything around you is in chaos? Imagine if nothing could shake you. Not stress, not failure, not even the worst setbacks. That's the power of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy with a modern scientific foundation that rewires your brain for resilience, focus, and success. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them. Let's explore the science behind Stoicism and how it rewires your brain for resilience, focus, and success. So, where'd this whole Stoicism thing come from? Picture ancient Greece, the bustling marketplace in Athens, around 300 BC. That's where Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, started teaching philosophy. Now, these guys weren't hanging out in some ivory tower. They were out in the thick of it, dealing with the same everyday struggles we face today. They believed that virtue, living in accordance with nature and reason, was the key to a good life. Not just a good life for you, but for everyone. See, Stoics saw themselves as citizens of the cosmos, part of something much bigger than themselves. Core idea: you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. The Stoic formula for strength: master your thoughts, actions, and emotions instead of reacting to circumstances. Think about guys like Epictetus, a former slave who became a renowned Stoic philosopher, or Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who wrote about Stoicism in his personal journals. These were people of action, grappling with real-world problems, using Stoic principles to navigate power, responsibility, and the human condition. And their ideas still relevant today. In fact, you see echoes of Stoicism in modern practices like cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, and even in elite performance coaching. Modern psychology, neuroscience, and elite military training all use Stoic principles to build mental resilience. The Stoics were pioneers in recognizing the power of our thoughts and how they shape our experiences. If you could master one thing in life, wouldn't it be your own mind? Alright, so the Stoics had some interesting ideas, but is there any science to back it up? Turns out, there's a growing body of research showing that Stoic practices can actually change your brain for the better. Let's start with the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for things like planning, decision-making, self-discipline, rational thinking, and emotional regulation. Studies have shown that practicing Stoicism, like reframing challenges, can actually strengthen this area, leading to better impulse control, improved focus, and greater emotional stability. How to train it? Pause before reacting. Take a deep breath before responding to stress. Reframe setbacks. Instead of, I failed, think I'm learning. Practice gratitude daily. Stoics believed in appreciating life's struggles as teachers. MRI studies show that mindfulness and Stoic reflection strengthen the PFC, improving focus, patience, and decision-making under stress. Then there's the amygdala, the brain's fear center or fight or flight center. When we're stressed or anxious, the amygdala goes into overdrive. Stoic techniques train your brain to stay calm even in the face of uncertainty or failure. This lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and prevents emotional overreactions. But Stoic practices like negative visualization, imagining things going wrong, can actually help to dampen the amygdala's response, making us less reactive to stress. CBT, influenced by Stoicism, is clinically proven to reduce anxiety and overactive amygdala responses. How to train it? Negative visualization or premeditatio malorum. Imagine worst-case scenarios before they happen to mentally prepare. Exposure therapy. Voluntarily face discomfort to desensitize yourself to stress. And here's the really cool part. Stoicism can enhance neuroplasticity. That's your brain's ability to change and adapt throughout your life. By challenging our thought patterns and practicing Stoic exercises, we're essentially rewiring our brains for resilience, optimism, and a greater sense of control over our emotions. Think about it. If you can train your brain to respond differently to challenges, to find the opportunity in the obstacle, you're not just changing your outlook, you're changing your brain's physical structure. That's some powerful stuff. How to train it? Daily reflection. Journaling about what went wrong and what you learned reshapes neural connections, reframing stress as training. Every problem is a test that sharpens your mind. People who train their brains to embrace struggle, like elite athletes and military personnel, develop superior resilience over time. So, how do we actually put Stoicism into practice? Let's break down some key principles. First up, the dichotomy of control. The Stoics believed in focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and accepting what you can't. The weather, other people's opinions, the latest viral trend. This simple shift in perspective can be incredibly freeing. It allows you to direct your energy towards what you can influence, rather than wasting it on things outside your control. Instead of, why did this happen to me? Ask, how can I use this? Studies show that people with an internal locus of control, believing they shape their own outcomes, are more successful, happier, and mentally stronger. Next, we have negative visualization. Premeditatio malorum, the Stoic habit of mentally rehearsing worst-case scenarios. Now, this might sound counterintuitive, but hear me out. By imagining potential setbacks or challenges, we can mentally prepare ourselves to face them with greater resilience. It's like a cognitive fire drill. By running through worst-case scenarios, we're less likely to be blindsided when things don't go according to plan. Spend 5 minutes daily imagining how you'd handle failure, loss, or uncertainty. So when it happens, you react with calm confidence. Studies show that visualizing stresses in advance reduces their emotional impact when they occur. Clinically, this is used in CBT and exposure therapy. Then there's voluntary discomfort. Train for hardship before it arrives. This is about intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, taking cold showers, fasting for a day, sleeping on the floor, to build mental toughness and discipline. By embracing discomfort in small doses, we become more resilient in the face of larger challenges. This makes real adversity feel easier. Studies show that people who voluntarily experience discomfort develop higher stress tolerance and grit. And finally, Amor Fati, a love of fate. Instead of resisting reality, embrace it fully. Even suffering can be a tool for growth and transformation. This doesn't mean passively accepting everything that happens, but rather embracing whatever life throws your way as an opportunity for growth and learning. It's about finding meaning in the struggle, the setbacks, the unexpected twists and turns that make up a life well lived. Instead of, "This shouldn't have happened," think, "This happened. How can I use it?" Research shows that people who reframe hardships as learning experiences come out stronger, wiser, and more resilient. These principles, rooted in ancient wisdom, are now being validated by modern science. They offer practical tools for managing stress, improving focus, and cultivating a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. Look, the universe is a vast and indifferent place, but that doesn't mean we have to be. Stoicism reminds us that we have the power to choose our response to whatever life throws our way. It's about acknowledging our emotions, understanding their power, and ultimately choosing how we let them shape our thoughts and actions. In a world filled with uncertainty and chaos, Stoicism offers a path to resilience, inner peace, and a life lived with purpose and intention. It's a philosophy for the modern age, grounded in ancient wisdom and backed by modern science. So, take some inspiration from the Stoics. Embrace the dichotomy of control. Practice negative visualization. Step outside your comfort zone and learn to love your fate. You might just be surprised at the strength and resilience you find within yourself. In a world of chaos, Stoicism gives you the tools to stay calm, stay strong, and turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth. Start applying it today and watch how your mindset transforms. See you next time. Keep watching MedGroww and take care of yourself.